Hello there, Chris Rose with Handgun Hunting Afield. Been away from the video blogging for a while as I've been busy running Handgun Hunting Afield.blog and the writers there, Handgun Hunters Competition, and so forth. But we've got something new and exciting to bring you. The Spohr 44 Magnum is finally here. But first off, what's still keeping me busy, and we're going to cover it a lot more later on down the road after action pistol season, is this STP Sport Target Pistol of Germany, long slide 9mm. So shooting an action pistol, loving the gun. We'll cover this a lot more coming to the fall and the winter. We'll start hitting those pretty heavy. But so for some of you that haven't followed along, how did Chris get hooked up with Spohr? What happened? So a couple of years ago at SHOT Show, I was running around there. I stumbled into Spohr's booth, met Thomas Spohr, bought a 286 competition at retail, went hunting with it, took a bunch of games, sent them pictures, and lo and behold, I have a relationship with Spohr. I bought that gun at retail. I bought this one at retail for my wife. I bought this one at a show special price because it was used as a range day example. I use this in action pistol when I shoot revolver division. This is the first gun they've sent me for free. This is the Spohr 44 Magnum. Why'd they send it to me? Well, all I've done for a couple decades now is handgun hunt. I don't even own a hunting rifle. The 44 Magnum was originally intended for handgun hunting. So I'm going to put it through its paces. I do a lot of accuracy work with their guns now as far as shooting goes. I'm taking animals with their guns. I shoot them in competition. They're a phenomenal firearm. But so let's start off with this one here with this 286. This is the one they've been making now for several years here in importing. This is their standard edition without all the fancy rails. This is one my wife runs and just got done running it in Handgun Hunters Competition. That's why it's dirty. There's a lot of these features the same as the 44, so we'll start here. 100% machine, no MIM parts, no cast parts. All right, so everything on here is robustly made and made true and straight. All right, it's drilled and tapped for S&W scope bases, so there's an EGW rail on it, running ultra.match.2. It comes with an LPA rear sight, which is a fine rear sight, a really great rear sight. The front sights are dovetailed from the front like a safari rifle, a very robust way of holding the sight. All these guns are unloaded, by the way. If you, this is the same frame size, so we can use this. If you wanted different sights, they make like this gold bead you can get from them, fiber optic, adjustable fronts, and so forth. This is the same frame size there. This is the club edition. We'll say L frame grip frame, L frame upper like a 686. Adjustable mainspring housing, or excuse me, adjustable mainspring, so you can change the ignition pressure, also change the double action pull a little bit. On this club edition, you can change the rebound assembly or rebound slide spring pressure, so you can change the single action pull some more. Great firearms. They shoot phenomenal. They shoot great groups. Very, very accurate. All right, so what's different on the 44? Not a whole lot, just a couple things. It's the same thing but bigger. N-frame upper, L-frame lower. Being an L-frame grip size is key. People with smaller hands can buy these nil grips in different sizes and make the gun fit them. So holding that L-frame size is an awesome idea. These happen to be nil Matchmaster 2 grips that allow you to shoot this gun in the prone very easy. So if you're action pistol shooting in the prone, or when I'm shooting, say, off a small bag out hunting, this gives me support. Also gives another place for that little finger to go when you make a full grip. Other things they've changed on this, just some minor stuff. This one's probably the biggest. They added barrel weights. You can see that black rod in there, solid on this 357. You got the rod in there. They have tungsten weights coming for me to use with it. Barrel weights I could give or take on a 44 for hunting. I could really care less about in there. Where they do come into play is when it comes to making this a race gun. When this comes out in the 357 9mm 8-shot gun, the IPSC I-Core USPSA shooters are going to like being able to change the balance of the gun, so it changes the recoil impulse and keep the muzzle down and can do faster follow-up shots. That'll be key for them. For me, we can run this as light as possible. I'll probably put one weight all the way towards the front to help slow muzzle crime with the 44. That's about it. Still drilled and tapped for S&W bases. I have the Ultra Dot Prime Reflex. If you go on the blog, handgunhuntingafield.blog, you can see piles of animals I've taken with red dot sights, from Trigicons to Burst to whatever. This has the best glass out there, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. Say July 14th at Camp Perry's when Ultra Dot debuts these. This is one of the prototypes. Other than that, the only other thing they changed was the breech face there on the barrel. That's the back end of the barrel right here, right there. They put a bevel on the outside edge of that, so instead of it being straight up barrel cylinder face like this, the angled the barrel breech face like this, that allows the gases to spread out more. When you're shooting fistfuls or bucketfuls of Magnum powder, all that gas has to go somewhere in that barrel cylinder gap. And if it's kept at a higher pressure, like it is across two flats, theoretically, it'll do more erosion damage to the top strap. If you spread that out more by putting some chamfers in there, it lets the gases spread and slows down the velocity of the particles and so forth. And the gun should hold up longer. Some other notable makers out there use that same concept. Other than that, it's just a bigger version. It's a great feeling gun. Now, I don't normally keep groups because I think wallet groups are silly. They used to bother the crap out of me when someone would come in the retail shop and open up their wallet and pull out this laminated card and show me this one-time group they shot and want to talk to me 2 hours about it. But when something's repeated and repeatable, it's noteworthy and worth showing. So I actually finally kept some groups. This was yesterday, the first day at the range with it. I've got about 30 rounds through the gun so far. 6 shots at 25 with a red dot, 44 Magnum, Hornady, 240 grain factory ammo. Same load, same gun, same red dot. 3 shots per target, full cylinder. A full cylinder. These overlap and do about the same thing. That group there, this is probably center to center, just eyeballing it, 1/4 to 1/3 of an inch. It's under a 1/2 inch center to center. And these would line up to be about the same if you stacked them all together. That's noteworthy. I did shoot one group that was a whole lot better. It was 145 caliber hole for all 6 shots. I didn't repeat it, so I didn't think it was worth cutting out the target and bringing it here. If I was running a magnified optic, looking at those, I think I could repeat it. But I don't shoot magnified optics because the pistol scope market's dead, and there's no sense in pushing something that you, the consumer, can't buy. The gun shows promise. I did shoot it farther today due to bugs and stuff. I was shooting steel. I didn't take pictures of it. I just wanted to get out of there. It was time to go home and escape the heat and the mosquitoes. We'll do that later on. But I'll pick up a lot with this come August. Once action pistol season slows down for me, I'll get into a whole more handgun hunting practice with it. I'll start videoing that. We'll shoot steel and stuff with it, just like I did with these 357s back in the beginning. We'll show its accuracy. Going by that, I don't foresee any problems. I foresee us smoking steel to 200 plus yards without an issue. I will be hunting with this fall. That's why they sent this to me. I got Wyoming antelope tags, mule deer, elk, and we'll see what other states we hit along the way. But this should get quite a bit of hunting with it. I will carry a single shot with me in case that trophy animal I just can't get close enough to. I'll carry a contender with me. But I'd say within 150 yards, this thing will be game unless the Wyoming wind plays hell with me. I look forward to shooting this a whole lot more. I look forward to hunting with it. I've been waiting for this gun for 2 years now, and it's finally here, and it has not disappointed. These start shipping. You can order them now through SpohrGuns.com. They start shipping August, September. That price point, go compare it to building a custom gun. It's probably less than building a full custom gun. I know if you extrapolated out my old custom gun prices from when I was building them to now with inflation over these last 4 or 5 years, this gun looks like a heck of a deal, and it's accurate. Say polygonal barrels, once again, you can shoot anything you want through them. Just don't use swaged lead. Swaged lead is the old black powder stuff, real super soft. Powder coated. Hornady XTP shoot great. Mono metal from Cutting Edge shoots wonderful. Great guns. Ultra Dot Prime, July 14th. At Camp Perry to become available. Put great stuff together, and you're ready to go. Give us a like and subscribe. Follow along. If you get on the blog, handgunhuntingafield.blog, and subscribe to the newsletter, as soon as I start dropping blog articles, which are more frequent than the videos, you'll see them. And this gun's going to be splattered on there with all kinds of stuff I'm doing with it. And as I hunt, the articles will drop almost immediately on there with it. So follow along on there. Social media, if I do anything noteworthy in the field with it, I'll get pictures up really quick. Facebook, Instagram. Follow along on there on Handgun Hunting a Field. I look forward to bringing you more content. Like and subscribe. Get out there, get on the range, and have fun.